Hello everybody, Skin Deep Beauty Vlogger here. I hope you're all really well. Today I have got my recent favourites to share with you. I haven't filmed for a while, I feel a little bit out of practice, so bear with me. But the reason is that I was sick when it came round to filming my March favourites, and I figured I couldn't shift this horrible cough for the longest time. I'm now fine, but I figured nobody wanted to listen to a video with me just coughing through it every time I tried to say something. So I put off filming my March favourites, and then before I knew it, the year's just flying by. It's time to do April favourites. I've just combined the two. These are recent favourites that I've been enjoying. Actually, most of them have stayed as sort of favourites that I enjoyed in March that I've continued to enjoy. I often continue to enjoy my favourites, I just don't want to keep my videos being repetitive every month. With just a couple that I discovered in April that I've been really enjoying, so the rest of them are mainly things that I've been enjoying since the beginning of March. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get started. As always, they're in no particular order, so I'm going to start off with the only skincare favourite that I've got to share with you. This is the Origins Plantscription Powerful Lifting Cream. Now, I really thought that this would be too rich for my skin, firstly because I'm just early 30s, I'm 31, and also because I've got acne prone skin. It's a combination, my T-zone is oily, the rest of it is sort of just normal. I would say that I do get dehydrated skin, and it's been feeling a little bit parched recently. So I reached for this, it's been in my kit to try for a while, and I've been using this for about 3 months and I'm about halfway through the tub. So it is pricey, but a little goes a long way. It's a very rich texture, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, and it hasn't broken out my acne prone skin. For me, I feel that it's really improved the texture of my skin and just the appearance of any sort of beginnings of fine lines. I don't think you need to invest in this if you're sort of very young or if you have oily skin. I think it would be too much, but I do feel that I've noticed results in my skin, just an improvement overall since I've been using this. I really do like it. I think if you have mature skin, this would be a great one to look out for. I also think that if you have sort of anywhere from normal to dry skin, this would be really good. As I said, mine's combination, but it's just been feeling a bit parched and I felt like I needed something a little bit richer. The downside for me is that it doesn't contain an SPF, but actually most days recently I've been using a BB cream on top of this, and that's provided me with SPF 30, so I'm quite happy. Anyway, enough rambling about this product, but I know that you guys seem to like my skincare recommendations, so if you fall into any of those categories, this could be one worth checking out. It's pricey, but as I said, a little goes a long way. The rest of my favourites are all makeup favourites, and I'm going to start off by talking about the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso, and I do believe that Milani is now becoming more readily available here in the UK. The guys that used to run Elf here in the UK have now branched out, and they've done a new website that seems to be offering some Milani products. I haven't actually checked to see if this is available on there. I got sent this in my swap with Cass Makeup, Casey. I'll link that below in case you haven't seen it. I love applying this with my Real Techniques blush brush just onto the apples of my cheeks, and I also take it up a little bit because it does have a slight sheen to it. I was actually a little nervous that it was going to be really shimmery, but it's not. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. I think it's perfect for spring, and I can see myself continuing to use this going through to summer as well. There is a swatch for you. It's so pretty. It is actually a little bit more to the peachy side than I would normally go. I tend to go for pinky peaches, but I love this. It's so beautiful, very flattering, and yes, I've hardly reached for anything else in the last couple of months because I love this so much. Because I just mentioned a Real Techniques brush, I wanted to mention the Real Techniques Kabuki brush, which I've been really impressed with as well. I like applying Laguna? I like applying NARS Laguna with this. I think that it's really good because you can open it up, it's just got a little magnetic clip fastening to do your contour with, and then you clip it together again and you can sort of take it all over the skin for an overall bronzed effect. Nice and compact, so it's good for travel as well. Really, really impressed with this. As always with Real Techniques brushes, the quality is incredible, beautifully soft, it's synthetic, so you could use it with cream products if you wanted, washes beautifully, dries quickly, and I haven't experienced any shedding either. I really do love Real Techniques brushes. I'm so, so impressed by them. A couple more drugstore favourites that I wanted to mention. First of all is the Avon Supershock eyeliner. This is a gel eyeliner, and I have to say I haven't really tried that many products from Avon. But people rave about their eyeliners, and I wanted to check this out, and I tried the shade Khaki, unusually for me, but I think it looks really pretty over a sort of grey eyeshadow look. I'm wearing it today just along the upper lash line. That is one swipe. It's so creamy and pigmented. Sorry, my phone's going crazy. It's a nice change from black, although I do want to check out the black shade as well. This reminds me so much of my all-time favourite eyeliner, which is the Too Faced Perfect Liner. It's so smooth and creamy to apply. It doesn't drag on the lids at all. It's long wear, so you can blend it out quickly if you can blend it out easily if you want to work quickly. Nice pigmented colour, but also it's really long wearing. Once it sets in place, it doesn't budge. I love it. Super impressed with these, and from what I understand, they're very affordable as well. So I would definitely recommend them, and I'm definitely planning on checking out some more shades as well. I must stop buying eyeliners. I've got far too many. I'm a real eyeliner addict. I feel naked if I don't have eyeliner along my upper lash line. I feel like I look really tired. Talking of eyes, I'm currently wearing the Maybelline Definer Brow, and I love this. It's so good. It's really affordable. Good little brow pencil, just for everyday use. To me, this is very similar to MAC's Lingering. I love the shade. Mine is in the shade medium brown. I suppose some people might find it a little warm, but to me, it's perfect. Just done a little swatch for you there. It's got a nice fine point. I have heard some people say that they find that it breaks easily, so I've been making sure to only wind up like the smallest amount. I love that it's retractable, so you know you don't have to worry about sharpening it. And yeah, just take it through the brows, quick and easy to use, nice affordable product. Unfortunately, I haven't seen these in the UK, but it's one that I would recommend picking up if you're in the US or if you're going to the US anytime soon, because I really like it and it's a good, affordable, everyday brow product. So yeah, I would recommend that. Another favourite is the Clinique Chubby Stick Sculpting Highlight in Hefty Highlight number 1. I love these sorts of products that you can just sort of whack onto your face and blend out. I'm not actually wearing it today, but they're so super easy. You don't need brushes, you don't need to fiddle about. It's a really pretty, high sheen highlighter that gives a very sort of nice ethereal glow. It's not the most subtle, but I really like it. And I think that Clinique are probably one of the most innovative. They were the ones that, from, if memory serves me correctly, brought out the first Chubby Stick lip pencils. Pretty much every single brand does those now. And so I'm excited to see them expanding into new products such as the highlight. I believe they do a bronzer, I haven't tried that. They've also got a blush, which I'm very excited to try. I love this sort of concept. I think it's really good if you travel a lot, because you can just throw it in your bag. You don't need to worry about sort of packing extra brushes. Super easy for on the go, no nonsense. Blend it out with your fingers, great for beginners, love them. I do always favour a sort of cream or liquid highlighter over powder ones, just because I think it looks a little bit more natural and at one with your skin. So I really like this. Thumbs up, Clinique. Talking of those sorts of crayon products where you don't need to think, you don't need brushes, really good for beginners, really good for travel, I have been using the Laura Mercier, oh I can't say it, I have been using the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick eye colours pretty much on an everyday basis for my go-to eye look. Love these. Again, I'm wearing them on my lid, so again I'm wearing it today. I've been reaching for Rose Gold, a gorgeous champagne colour that I've just been applying all over the lid. There is a swatch for you there, and as I said, I'm wearing it on my lids. Then I also have the shade Amethyst, which I hear a lot of bloggers talking about. This is a nice sort of, this is an interesting colour because it's brown but with a hint of plum to it, and I've been taking this just underneath the lower lash line for a little bit of balance. Sometimes I'll put it along the outer V or even use it as a liner if I want a subtle everyday look. But I've been reaching for these non-stop. I got these 2 minis in a set of 4 minis. Haven't really reached for the others as much, but that's not to say that I don't like them. It's just that these 2 are really pretty, wearable, everyday shades. They're great because they're so smooth. As you probably saw, they're pigmented, they're very smooth to apply. You just whack them on directly from the tube, blend it out with your fingers, you're good to go. Once they're in place, they set and they do not budge. They're there all day long. I don't bother layering them with any other shadows. That is my sort of quick go-to, no-nonsense, everyday look at the moment. Really like these, and they're amongst the best eyeshadow crayons that I've tried because they don't crease, they just stay in place. And I do have sort of fairly oily eyelids, so for example, I need to use a primer underneath the MAC paint pots. I can't just use them on their own, just to give you a point of reference. These I have no problem with. Love them. They're pricey, but I would highly recommend them, particularly if you see them sort of around Christmas time, or when they're doing gift sets in a gift set, because I think it's a great way to try out a range of different shades. And I was going to say, how often do you finish up a full-size eyeshadow? But actually, I've only got that much left of my rose gold one. I don't think you've got too much product in them. Does it say how much? Just 1 gram. So yeah, you can see that I have been using it, and it's well loved. 2 more products to go. When I'm not using that cream shadow look, the other go-to look is the look from my Work Appropriate Natural Peachy makeup, which I will link below. I've done a tutorial. So that is All That Glitters by MAC, and then the shade Down Brown, which is a really beautiful matte brown. This is my MAC matte palette, so that's why I'm showing you this one here. Excuse my nails, I'm just giving my nails a break this year. Not for the whole year, but just for the last few months I've been rarely wearing polish. I love this shade, and I particularly wanted to mention it because I've heard that it's being discontinued. So boo MAC, why do you discontinue such great products? There's nothing special about this because it's a very sort of neutral shade that you wouldn't necessarily get excited about, but it's the sort of shade that you can just fit into your routine really well. You're actually going to use it. It's the sort of shade that everybody needs in their collection, and I love it. If you can pick it up before it gets discontinued, do so. If it has already been discontinued and you can't get hold of it, then MAC do tend to re-promote things, or they still haven't re-promoted my beloved Sweet William Cream Blush. But one to look out for because it's a really good basic colour that I think everyone should own. Last but by no means least. Okay, I'm hoping this isn't going to be a really long favourites video, but to be fair, I haven't done a favourites video for a couple of months. So last but by no means least, I want to mention the Clarins Instant Light Lip Balm Perfectors. I'm already a fan of the gloss version, and I've mentioned them in favourites before, but I was sent some of these for review. I believe that they've launched 6 shades of these with their spring-summer collection, and I have got the shade Orange, number 4. It looks scarily bright, but to give you a point of reference, there's a swatch for you. Very sheer, but pretty for summer. Shade number 5 is Red, and that's swatched just here. This is a really nice one for people that say that they want to try red lipstick but are afraid to, but also just a nice everyday sort of rosy lip colour. And my favourite, and the one that I've been reaching for most, and also what's on my lips at the moment, is the shade number 6, Rosewood. A very neutral but pretty shade. Just swatched for you there. I absolutely love these. I'm a big fan of lip butters anyway, so anything that has a nice hydrating buttery formula that feels comfortable on the lips, particularly if it gives a nice sheer wash of colour that I can apply without using a mirror, just on the go to finish off my look, I love. What's more, they have that gorgeous toffee-like fragrance that you'll be familiar with if you've previously tried the Instant Light Lip Perfectors. I absolutely love these. The only downside is that because they're that sort of buttery, creamy formula, you're gonna go through it quickly. I've been using this since the beginning of March, and that is how much I've used. So basically this gold bit that you see here is how much product you're getting. And these are a pricey product, and I don't think that you get a huge amount of product for your money, so I've got that much left. It's not going to last you a long time, but they're beautiful. I really, really like them. They remind me a lot of the Rhodial Glam Sticks as well. So if you can check these out, you know, it's an expensive way to use this sort of product. I wouldn't necessarily rush out and buy them, but if you like Clarins and you're looking for an extra product, you know, maybe if they've got a special offer on, or, you know, if you do like the Instant Light Lip Perfectors, then do check these out because I think they're really, really nice as an everyday lip option. I've also been pairing this Rosewood shade with a smoky eye. I just think they're really, really lovely, but as I said, I'm a fan of that sort of lip butter type formula anyway. So those are my recent favourites. Do drop a comment below with what your favourites have been, and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you all soon, and thank you so much for bearing with me because I know it's been a while since my last video. See you soon. Bye.